into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the latest Elite FPL show with myself, Stevo, and I will be joined by my special co-host Dan soon, where he will be watching the Southampton versus Arsenal game. But me personally, I'll be watching the obviously Burnley Watford game, which is going to be absolutely dreadful. Yes, myself and Dan will be covering both tonight's matches. There's not much FPL assets involved in these two particular fixtures. I've seen Cy Bellamy's got Deeney tonight. A few people probably have Pope, Danny Ings for myself. Aubameyang's a popular choice at the moment. But yeah, the Burnley-Watford game is going to be absolutely awful. And I mean awful. I'm expecting Watford to beat us. I've gone 1-0 to Watford, but it wouldn't surprise me if they beat us 2 or 3, and that is not a joke. The unrest at the moment regarding everything to do with Sean Dyche, the fact that we've basically got no first teamers playing in the team, not literally, you know what I mean. Yeah, Watford have got everything to play for and they're going to win that game. Southampton, Aston Villa, I'm expecting Southampton to win this. I went with a heavy score actually. I'm thinking 3-1. 3-1 to Southampton. Southampton are dangerous. They look like one of the few teams, a bit like Man United, a bit like Man City. They've come back really, really good. They look really good against, was it Norwich the other day? Danny Ings is looking absolutely, well, he's looking quality, to be honest with you. He's looking on it. He's looking like he's enjoying his football. And I think that based on what Arsenal fans have said to me, that basically Ings could have a bit of fun tonight. They think that Southampton could destroy them, considering Arsenal's backline. Talking of backlines and team sheets, etc., etc., let's quickly run through the team news. So Southampton's team in full is McCarthy, Valerie. We have Stevens, Bednarak, Bertrand, Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Redman, Obafemi, Ings. Interestingly enough, I wonder if Stuart Armstrong will continue his form from the Norwich game the other day. Obviously, from my point of view, from a selfish point of view, I'm wanting Danny Ings to get me a minimum of an attacking return. Whether it's an assist or a goal, anything is going to be a bonus. At the end of the day, as I keep saying, differentials, specifically in the mini-league, is exactly what I need to do well at, and I'm hoping Ings does all right tonight. We then move on to the Arsenal team news, where, there's not really surprising team news apart from one player, specifically Martinez in goal, as we all know, Bellerin, Mustafi, Holding, Tierney, Xhaka, Ceballos, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, and Nketiah. Lacazette dropped, Nketiah gets the nod. I wonder if there's many people out here that have actually started Nketiah. I wonder if there's people that have got him on the bench like myself. He's just bench fodder for me at the end of the day. But he is a player that we all know he's got the quality and he could shine through. Regarding the game between Burnley and Watford, Burnley are unchanged versus Man City. We've got Nick Pope in goal, Loughton, Tarkowski, Taylor, Brownhill, Cork, Westwood, McNeil, Rodriguez and Vidra up front. And that team inspires no confidence whatsoever. And like I say, I'm expecting Watford to beat us pretty comfortably tonight. And moving on to Watford, Foster in goal, Firmino, Cabadaselli, Dawson, Messina, Kapui, Hughes, Welbeck, Cleverley, Sarr and Deeney. Surprised that Decore is on the bench. Supposed to play pretty well the other day. And yeah, this team, I fear that... let's just say 1-2-0. I went 1-0, but it's hot in this country at the moment. And can that play an effect on the matches? No idea. You'd think it would, to be honest with you, the way it is at the moment. These conditions are horrendous. I mean, me sat here in this room, I'm absolutely sweltering. And what I do want to say is, I said it yesterday, no one took me up on it. So all I will say is that yesterday I did ask for help. So on the Twitter pages of each of these teams, so the official pages for Southampton, Arsenal, Burnley, Watford, they do release pictures of in-game action. If anybody could just simply send some of those pictures across, it just saves me a job. I will do it anyway. But if somebody wants to do it themselves, it will help me a lot out as well. Just in-game action. I do not want to see any TV screenshots because that is not allowed. I only want to see official Twitter page pictures because that's the only thing that's allowed, basically. But as we await Dan and as we're about to await kickoff, we've got 2 minutes before kickoff. It's the usual thing. May as well reveal my team. Everybody's screaming about how well I've done. Yes, I'm on 96 points, so can I reach the 100 mark tonight? Knowing my luck, I'll probably get a red card from Danny Ings and De Bruyne benched and not get me anything, and I'll just end up on 96. Very, very good points return indeed. Can't believe it, to be honest with you. A bit pissed off that... Oops, shouldn't have said that. A bit annoyed that Salah got 0 bonus points. I don't quite understand that. I thought, maybe get 1, but he goes and gets 0, which very, very frustrating considering you got a goal and assist in that game. Fabinho getting 3, wasn't it? Trent 2, Mane 1. Frustrating because, to be honest with you, in virtual FPL, exactly the same happened in that particular game. Salah would get all the goals and Mane would still get the bonus points. I don't know how it works out. It's mad. But moving forward, I don't really want to talk about moving forward, but I am thinking of perma-captaining Trent Alexander-Arnold. There is a thought process where this guy is just a freak. He is just getting points left, right and centre. Last night, 14. The night before that, was it 6 or 7 or 8? I can't remember now. I can check, can't I? Quite easily. But he's just an absolute freak of nature. And to be honest with you, I'm expecting the City game to... Yeah, he got 7 points. I'm honestly thinking that City game's going to end 0-0. And I think that Captain Trent could be just the way forward, just for the simple simplicity of it, really. But yeah, very, very happy. I know some people will have capped. I know Bilal obviously captain Martial. Just extraordinary. Well done for captaining Martial there. Incredible, incredible returns of 21 points, a hat-trick. The first hat-trick since, when was it? 2013, since Robin Van Persie got the goal. Got a hat-trick or something like that, which is pretty damning on, what do you call it? Pretty damning on their team, to be honest with you. Sorry, I don't know why I'm not talking. Just reading the chat for a second. That's really bad. That is really bad. But yeah, I'm going to be joined by Dan at some point, but I have no idea when. I don't know. Well, I do know why he's not here, but yeah, we're about to kick off any minute now, and yeah, it's Burnley versus Watford. Oh, this whole news about all coming out the woodwork about Dyche not being happy with the board, all this nonsense. I've heard this for years. It's the same old story over and over. I think in this specific case, I think that his frustrations have come from the fact that certain players that he thinks are key to the team, I can't think off the top of my head who they are. That's how much of a fan I am. Or more to the point, that's how much I keep up to date with Burnley. He's evidently probably aired his views to our chairman Mike Garlick and just simply said that I'm not happy with this situation. I think that Mike Garlick's just held strong here with this whole pandemic at the moment. I think it's very difficult for a lot of teams at the moment with this whole scenario. At the end of the day, we're safe. Let's just focus on next season really and it'll be just treating these games as friendlies, because I mean you can't really take the Man City game into account, to be honest with you. Man City are looking absolutely incredible, just washing aside anybody that moves, and we would have lost anyway 4 or 5-0 whether it was during this pandemic or not, but I'm already boring myself talking about that. But it isn't sounding that great, and usually when the board and the boss isn't happy, it means that the players won't be happy, and it just filters through the team. And yeah, it's not great whatsoever. So, Boona, evening.
Evening, dude. You okay?
Yeah. How can I help you?
No, you can't, mate. You're not doing a live stream? You doing the Southampton game?
Dan's going to be joining me in a minute, but I don't want anybody on because he's going to be like minutes
Cool.
behind.
I was just going to stay on and listen because I'm driving, so I'll stay on mute if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely
perfect.
fine.
Cheers,
buddy. But yeah, this whole unrest and everything could be potentially damaging for the next 7 or 8 games during this particular period. I'm not particularly looking forward to it. If you own any Burnley assets, I would just stick with Pope. That's all I would do. He's the only player that is pretty much guaranteed to start every game. Pretty much our defence as well, but we're not going to be keeping that many clean sheets, I don't think. Although saying that, it really wouldn't surprise me if this game ended 0-0. To be frank, Dyche would have. He would have had a stern word with his players. We do actually have a decent record against Watford. I just heard on Sky Sports that we did actually lose 3-1 here last time we played Watford at Turf Moor. But we normally do okay against Watford. But because Watford have so much to play for, it's more on them to do well. I'd be more disappointed actually. If I was a Watford fan, I'd be more despondent with them if they didn't get anything, to be honest with you. Zimmy, do we know when the 2020-21 season will start? Yeah, end of August. Ivo Santos, Saints are looking really lively in the beginning at least. Steve-O, do you think that 5-3-2 is the way to go, seeing so many clean sheets and not a lot of attacking returns? Right, so the simple answer is yes, I do. I think 4-4-2 is probably more viable, to be honest. Mainly because you get that extra attacking midfielder. From my perspective, I initially went with a 4-4-2. But I just went with my gut, which is go with 3-5-2. That's the formation you like playing. I've got a fantastic... Hughes has swung it across. And Dawson with a header, but it goes straight to Pope's hands. Easily collected. Dawson, I'm assuming it's Dawson. It better be Dawson. I'm terrible with players. Don't know who any of them are. And Dawson just heads it straight into thingy. But now Watford on the attack again. A cross coming in. Ben Mee heads it away and it's cleared out. Up to Vidra. Vidra playing it out to Cork. Cork holding up the ball. Being harassed by Watford players. Watford players just surrounding Vidra there. And now it's a free kick to Burnley. Right on the edge of the technical area. Ooh. Nearly. And yeah, I think that I think 4-4-2 is a better way, mainly because, like I said, you get that extra one fielder. But yeah, I've got this plan in mind after this particular game week. What I'm planning on doing, I need to monitor a specific team, but I think I'm going to go through with the plan in place. It'll be 2 free transfers in game week 33, is it? After this particular game week, I'll be doing 2 free transfers. I just need to monitor the specific team that I'm looking at. And then I'll be... Yeah, Davey P saying Barnes and Wood used to be great enabler picks. They did indeed. And Burnley... Oh! It's a... I don't know which player that was. They had an effort... Foster didn't deal with it that well. He went down to grab the ball. I think he must have bounced up in front of him. When the ball went all over the place. Oh my goodness. Burnley there with an effort. Nearly scoring. Could have been 1-0. This is Ben Foster's 150th appearance. Oh. I think it may have been Rodriguez with the effort. Rodriguez with the effort. Foster went to, I don't know, he went down to ground early. And the ball must have bobbled or something. And yeah. Oh, and Rodriguez has just taken his frustration out on one of the Watford defenders and caused the foul. Here we go. So the ball played forward. Rodriguez gets onto it. First time touch with a half volley. Foster went down to save it, palmed it away. The ball bounced up in the air. And then, yeah, it was then slightly punched away by Foster. Great effort by Rodriguez. And now Burnley on the attack again with McNeil. McNeil swings it across to Rodriguez. Ooh. And it wasn't Rodriguez, it was Brownhill. Oh, so close. So close again. A great ball from... I think the player just got in the way. And apparently we've got a goal for Arsenal, but it's offside. Apparently the goal is offside. So Arsenal have not scored a goal. The goal has been ruled offside. Apparently Nketiah... apparently Nketiah scored, but the goal has been ruled offside. So... Dereco, Steve, did you see the nightmare that I had last week? Nope. I don't look at anybody's teams. I only look at my own and certain rivals. Other than that, I don't look at anybody's teams. Ivo Santos indeed. Just saw at the moment across from Saka. So I'm assuming the ball was played in, but Nketiah was probably, what, a toe offside? The usual story, a toe offside. A bit like with, whatchamacallit? What's his face? Son the other day. And now Watford on the attack here. Oh, great interchange. Oh, come on. And now it's gone out. Gone out for a flaming goal kick. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Is what I can say with that. I don't know where Dan is, because I really do want to hear. Oh, it was Saka offside, not Nketiah. Right, Saka was offside, not Nketiah. Kind of needing Dan to tell us about what's going on here, because thank you for the pictures to... I don't know who sent them. Let's just scroll up. To Dre Zera, thank you for the shots there, Dre. For that. Oh, Aubameyang's 100 appearances, is it? Oh, apparently Aubameyang's had an effort. Apparently Aubameyang's hit the crossbar, according to people in chat. So Aubameyang with an effort, and he's hit the crossbar. Brownhill now on the ball for Burnley. Crossed in. Brownhill again. Go on, get it in. Rodriguez with an effort. Oh, there's an offside. Oh, Burnley seem to be getting into this game now. According to Dara Brosnan, it was easier to score than miss. Thank you to Drezera. Dereco, I forgot to save my team once I put captaincy on Sterling, so I reverted it to Jota. Oh dear. I know Boone obviously very, very frustrated with Jota yesterday. That was absolutely hilarious. JC, come on Burnley, have double defence. Please don't concede. Well, the only downside is that Watford have everything to play for. That's the downside to it. However, I think it's been quite an even game so far, although Burnley have had the better opportunities. I don't think Watford have actually had a chance on goal. Zimmy saying Mustafi has been given a yellow card. So he's going to have to watch it now. Apparently it was easier to score than miss. I saw the Rashford effort yesterday where Martial played him through and it was virtually, well it was an open goal and Rashford virtually fell over his own feet, would you believe, which was frustrating for Rashford owners. I'm pretty happy with the United players that I've got, to be honest with you. Rashford, Fernandes, Martial and Wan-Bissaka. I think it's key to have. And Watford here, Deeney on the ball. He went to shoot, but one of the other players, I think it was Welbeck, that took it from him. Ball crossed in, whipped in hard and fast, but now it's Rodriguez on the ball. McNeil onto Cork. Trying to hold it up now onto Ben Mee. That's just being played around by the Burnley defence. Being caught out again. Cork onto McNeil. And now it's gone out for a Burnley throw-in. Brilliant. Steve-O, to catch the freaks of nature at the top of the James Bang Mini League, will you be captain differentials every week going forward? No. I don't see the point in personally captaining differentials per se. It's just going to affect it. All that's going to do is destroy anything that potentially could help me rise, in the sense of, you know what it's like, you captain differential, they fail and the obvious pick comes through, and I'm not willing to risk it. The things that I've learnt from what's it called, virtual FPL, is that basically just stick with the form players, stick with teams with really good fixtures, and essentially just go with them, hold tight to them. Richarlison, I could easily knee-jerk him out, but I'm not willing to take him out ahead of Leicester. However, if he does nothing against Leicester, a team which are out of form at the moment, I think, I can tell you now, Richarlison is going out my team anyway, but I don't want to be knee-jerking him out. I certainly don't want him to be gone out of my team for the sake of just taking him out because he's blanked in one game. So I'm just going to hold him for one more game and then I can upgrade. My plan is it's a really, really, really nice plan at the moment. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing at the moment with my potential injury. According to Waz, according to Zimmy, Saka is injured. He's gone down at the moment. Ivo Santos, Ings is hungry. Well, so long as he gets me some attacking returns, or most people, happy days. Ball crossed in! It's a goal! And it's been ruled offside. Rodriguez offside again. Damn. Oh, I think it was Jack Cork, swung that in. Oh, Rodriguez with miles offside. Nice finish. Good header. But I think that's the second time Rodriguez has been caught offside. I tell you what, Burnley are going for this, everybody. Despite what I said, Burnley are going for this. Alexander Troy, I'm sticking with my form players who I reckon can do well against the teams they're against with my... I'm assuming against with my guy, but I have no Kevin De Bruyne. I'm planning not to have him next week too. Hashtag play your own game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ivo Santos, Saka has easily been Arsenal's best player. He's a quality player. McNeil's down at the moment, a challenge by, I think, is that Aaron Hughes? Aaron Hughes shoulder barging over and, well, I don't know what on earth McNeil's doing. He's holding his face. I don't quite understand why McNeil's holding his face there. But, well, he's got up now. He's all right. Pity's sake. Get up. Ridiculous. But anybody with Watford defensive assets, I don't want to jinx it. Touch wood. I think Burnley are going to get the first goal. Ball swung in to try and get to Troy Deeney, but nothing. Alexander Todorov, here in the comments with Steve, I'm sure Foster won't give me a clean shot. I can only hope for save points. Matt Keown, when I saw your name, Matt, the first time, I actually read it as Martin Keown. So Matt Keown saying, I'm so far behind, I'm at least a minute behind you. How? It's on TV. Pick TV, the game is on. I'm assuming everybody's aware of this. The Burnley game is on Pick TV, so if you want to watch it along with me. Obviously, the Arsenal game is on Sky Sports at the moment as well. So, yeah, whichever game you want to follow, stick with me, listening in to what's going on here. Frode saying he's got Kiko third on his bench. Well, to be able to bench him. On a minute, Watford here. Well back there. Ball clambering over his feet. Oh, that was a terrible mistake by, I think that was either Westwood or Cork. Watford lashed onto it. Welbeck did a nice little turn there, but the ball escaped him and Pope was easily able to collect it. And now Will Hughes fouling again. Could Will Hughes be going in the book in a minute? Could Will Hughes be going in the book in a minute? I think that's... Yeah, he is. I think, is that a yellow card coming out from... I think it could be. I think Will Hughes could be being booked. I don't know, but certainly... Will Hughes conceded a free kick, and now the free kick is going to be taken here. It's miles away. Absolutely miles away. And that was an absolutely awful... Whoops. That was an awful free kick there by Watford. That's who sent that screenshot there? That is terrible. That is but Dre's error. My goodness, thank you for the screenshot of the Bamiyang. That's beautiful. The blurry Troy Deeney. Ivo Santos, Southampton is having the ball and pressurising quite high. Aubameyang could have scored easily already, and then more chances can be in the way, I can imagine. Paulie saying Aubameyang is looking very lively at the moment. Paulie, do you want to jump on for a quick few minutes? I have no idea where Dan is whatsoever. If you want to come live on air and just tell us specifically what's going on, I have no idea why Dan isn't connecting up whatsoever. The only reason why I haven't got another correspondent is because I was expecting Dan to be coming on and he hasn't come on yet. So, and he's going to be a lot of away behind. Apparently Aubameyang's looking really lively at the moment. Yeah, show me the Mane. Yeah, show me the Mane saying that 0-0 half-time results seem to be the way at the moment. Unless you're Man United, or unless you're the Manchester clubs. On a minute here, Burnley through. Vidra, go on, give us a front. Rodriguez. Vidra on to Rodriguez there. I think he could have hit it a bit harder and a bit higher. We've got a goal, and it is Nketiah. Goal. Nketiah with the goal. Apparently a McCarthy assist. Ooh. Well, talking of the way things are going, showing the Mane. Go on, Paulie.
Getty has just scored for Arsenal.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
He passed it back to goalie, and goalie just took too long on it, and then Ketty just took ball off for it in net.
How is the game looking so far?
I've only been watching for the last 5 minutes, so I know Aubameyang's hit the bar. He's had a couple of shots. Other than that, nothing's really happened. Saka got injured, but I don't know if he's. I've not heard anything about him.
I don't think. No, he hasn't been subbed off. That's
Nothing else.
apparently a terrible mistake by McCarthy.
Yeah, so defenders passed it back to him, and McCarthy's just took a touch and is going to clear it. He's just took too long, gone to pass it out and passed it straight to Nketiah, who took it round him and put it into empty net. So it'll not be an assist, it'll be an Nketiah goal.
Alexander Troy saying that told you Nketiah is pants. Oh, Vidra being sent for him. He got a chip roster. Oh, he's come off the post. Go on, Rodriguez. Put it in. Oh, fucking awful. This is why we're awful. Awful. Pathetic. Vidra chipping the keeper. Way out. Hits the bloody post. Rodriguez has an effort. Player on the line. I don't know who it was on the line. Cleared it. The ball came out to Brownie. Only Flaming kicks it more further to the corner than he does get it on target. Fucking awful. Dawson it was. God, I'll tell you what. I am the Burnley of the... Well, Burnley are like me in FPL. Can't seem to capitalise on any mistakes made by anybody else. Like last night, Salah not getting any bonus points. Those 2 extra bonus... That 1 extra bonus point doubling to 2. You know, makes the difference. Doesn't capitalise. So frustrating. Very frustrating indeed. But I'll tell you what, Rodriguez is looking lively.
I'll be back in a minute, Steve. I've got to grab some food.
That's cool, that's cool. We seem to have had a donation here from Firetog. Firetog sending in a donation here. You'll be needing this now. Thank you, Firetog. Very funny. By the way, your view, Firetog, last night. Stunning, Mr. Simpson. Stunning. I'll have to clip that and put that with what that is from The Simpsons. Beautiful. Thank you for that, by the way. Burnley are a decent team during the season. For the players you have, he is doing a great job. He's doing a very good job. But you know, when you're a fan, so to speak, when you follow the team and you know the ins and outs, you know what's what, and it's just being clinical. And that was pathetic from Brownhill. Boona. Boona, you really didn't have to. Sending in a donation for for yesterday. Thank you. Very good. Drake Zera saying, if Nketiah does a mad thing and scores a lot of goals, Kevin De Bruyne, you can chill and not play. I think for me, well, I'm assuming he is. In fact, why haven't I put up any what? Dan will not be coming on. Fair enough. So, yeah, why do I not put up a picture of the goal? That's really bad. There's the goal. There he is. There's the main man himself. There's Nketiah. Can we not get official pictures? Official clear HD. We just had our water break here at the moment. And for whatever reason, Sky have gone to helicopter. Oh, it's just a replay of the chant that we had just then. And by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, in the UK at the moment, it's absolutely boiling, and you may be able to see sweat on my head. It is just, and I can't open the window because there's just too much car noise, shall we say, in the area. So it's just going to be very unfortunate for us. So the water break is now over. We can now get back to action in a minute, but I do think that these water breaks do break up, unfortunately, the... Bloody hell. I'll tell you what, Arsenal are terrible at putting up pictures from an official standpoint. That's terrible. Absolutely awful. From, well, I can put that up, thank you. Drazera, this is what you need to be doing, putting pictures up like this. This is beautiful. This is what you need to be doing, my friend. Learn from Steve-O. Learn from the main man. Hold on a minute. Burnley putting the cross. Cleared away. There we go. Beautifully done. Beautiful. Harbour Boy. Evening, Harbour Boy. Thanks for last night, mate. Trying to catch up with the stream here. Echo saying if Martinez can keep a clean sheet, it'll be a win. JC saying, Steve, have you heard Pedro's off to Roma? Yep, I couldn't care less. Has no relevance to me whatsoever. Hold on a minute, McNeil on the ball here. He's going to try and swing it across. I think it's been blocked, and I think it's gone out for a throw-in. It could be a corner, but I think it's more likely been blocked by Sarr. It was probably going to go out for a throw-in though. Okay, Drazera saying that I need to read a stat image. Drazera, I'm on it, Steve-O. Stat image here. Right, so Nketiah has the same number of goals at Arsenal like Abraham. Blimey. Nice. Nice. Very nice indeed. A ball swung in. High ball. Is it going to drop down to any Burnley players? No. Watford can clear. Lots of Burnley players in and around the penalty box of Watford. Can we capitalise? Can we get a goal at before half time and really punish Watford's, well, mistakes, to be honest with you? We've had a few opportunities to score, but no. It's the simple answer. It's been 26 minutes. But we've been looking okay, just need to be a bit more clinical, as per norm. Hopefully I've jinxed this match, and me saying that we're going to lose this, hopefully we'll end up winning. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Matt Keown, I'm at 27, 16, 17, 18, 19. Mark Antigua, this is my best season yet. Shout out to Steve-O. I don't think you should be thanking me, I can assure you now. Unless you've got specific... In fact, you've just reminded me, actually, Mark Antigua. Congratulations to JJ Man. So JJ Man, he is one of our regular contributors in the Discord. And if anybody wants to join our Discord, the link is there in the description. And you're able to come live on air when we take calls. But JJ Man is aiming for top 100 at the moment. If anybody can tell me where he is now. Wasn't he 94th? Or something like that. I'm sure he was 94th. Harbour Boy, can Burnley hold on to McNeil? Yes. I don't think we're going to sell him. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be much... For pity's sake. Tarkowski pulling down Deeney. I mean, blimey. Unnecessary free kick. Oh, I see. So, Deeney pushes one player in the back, and then he just falls over Tarkowski, and it's being deemed a foul on Deeney. So now Watford have got a free kick. I mean, if a goal came out of this, I mean, I'd be taking it to VAR to go back to that foul, because that was not. And it has been swung in, and Pope comes out and collects it really easily. Mark Antigua, 89,000th. Team value 107 million. Got Pope and De Bruyne to play at 84 now. Got 121 last week with no chips used. Nice one. Extraordinary. What? Zapped YA. I just went from 300,000 to 35k in 2 weeks. How? Archie Kendall on 27k with De Bruyne, Ings and Pope playing. Well, you're going to be climbing the ranks then, aren't you? Probably get up to, what, a couple of hundred, something like that? But yeah, Mark Antwiga, that's incredible. Alexander Choi, doesn't team value only matter for wildcards? Absolutely. Well, it does, yeah. It certainly does now. Well, certainly does for this, what do we call it, for this time anyway. For people like myself who, I've got a plan, and going on what Showing the Mane said, it will be slight differential players. One of them is in form at the moment. The other player is a wait and see. So I'm just kind of waiting on one to see if he's a guaranteed starter, and the other to see if he performs over the next 2 games. And if he does show me something which will help, then I'll tell you what I must say though, regarding myself personally, is that watching games for an FPL perspective, I must say, really does help. I remember Showing the Mane at the start of the season saying how he used, watching football matches as a real indicator on who he should be picking, specifically for captain choices. And I'll tell you what, watching the games that I have done has personally helped me. I mean, I'm only using the most basic data regarding that, but things like, captaining Salah, and the reasoning being is because he just looked hungry. He's a world-class player and he looked really hungry on the bench. He was disappointed he couldn't come on. Gets his opportunity to play. And by all accounts, he did all right last night. The only unfortunate thing when I was listening to Jason's stream was that I wasn't really hearing much of Salah's name. Dawson with an effort there. Heads it over. Completely free. Corner swung in. Dawson jumps up high. Blimey, he lost his marker so easily. It was Tarkowski that should have been marking him. Lost him easily, and Dawson had a complete free header there. Terrible. But yeah, I do find watching actual games, because I can't watch games. I haven't got any subscriptions to any of these services, and I'm not willing to spend the extortionate prices that they're charging basically. So the only way I get to watch football is basically when it's free, like now. And I must say that I'm enjoying it. I'm genuinely seriously wondering if this whole situation has really changed an attitude in the world at the moment. I really do. What's most important. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting Premier League football to be free on TV forever, but I know for a fact that viewing ratings have gone through the roof. These are facts. They've gone through the roof. And I just think that beach anyone. I know, it's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It was that Bournemouth or Brighton. I don't quite know, but yeah, that's nuts, the whole thing. But yeah, I'm wondering if maybe TV companies may look at this and see that, lots and lots of people are watching these games. Wasn't it like 4 million people watching that terrible Bournemouth Crystal Palace game the other night on BBC? These things matter. By the way, thank you, Dre Zera, for uploading these pictures. Really do appreciate it. Francis Logan, thinking 5 defenders for a free hit. Hold a minute here. Brownhill. Come on. Out to McNeil, getting an early cross. Just back. Go on, get it to Pope. Yeah, there we are. Sarr chasing down Pope. Pope clears it. It's back to Watford. Brownhill heads it forward. Can Rodriguez pick up on it? Go on. Rodriguez gets it. Go on. Oh, he's been handball. Oh, it's Brownhill. Brownhill and Rodriguez have got almost like the same haircut. He's been deemed to have handled it. Was it ball to hand or was it hand to ball? Let's just see. Come on. Yeah, Francis Logan thinking 5 defenders for a free hit. No City or Liverpool. I'm not thinking of free hit at all. I'm staying calm. Zapped YA. I have 236 points for 2 game weeks. That's nuts. Because I know you did really well in the first game week. Luke Jones, you staying on for the City game? I'm personally not, but Jason is covering the... Hold on a minute here. Ball sent long. Vidra went for it, but Foster came out quick, headed it away. Burnley harassing Watford defenders. They've cleared it. Go on, put it forward. Brownhill on the ball now. Tell you what, this Brownhill is not that great. Move forward with... Oh, for pity's sake. That was lucky.
Yes, Steve, well, there's nothing happening at all.
So basically, I've got the best game then.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie, there has been... It's very frustrating watching it from a Burnley perspective. It's just attack, but we're not getting that final ball in early enough.
Yeah, so what's happening here is Arsenal keeping ball for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then Southampton are winning it back, and then they're keeping ball for like 2 or 3 minutes. There's nothing else happening.
Yeah, so thinking of 5 defenders, this is Francis Logan. Thinking of 5 defenders on a free hit. No Liverpool. Thinking Bellerin, Digne, Wan-Bissaka, Van Aanholt, Aurier. What do you think? I do think that for a free hit for this upcoming game week, if you're not wanting City or Liverpool because you're concerned about that game, I am. Fixtures have they got? Let me just bring up the fixtures for the next game week, because to be honest with you, I don't have a clue. The next game week is as follows. So let's look at it from a defensive perspective, who I personally would go with. I'm going to be honest with you. I really do think that Man City may beat Liverpool like 1-0. Or it ends 0-0. But from a defensive perspective, Francis... Wolves, Aston Villa are useless, just absolutely hopeless. I mean, I'm going to be stating the usual names here: Saiz, Doherty, Bowley, and maybe Patrizio as the goalkeeper, perhaps. Vidra trying to latch onto the ball there. It's been cleared away by Watford again. Oh, go on! Mistake by Watford. Go on, try and get on it. Oh, it's just playing it backwards again. Ben Mee. No, shame. So yeah, Crystal Palace against Burnley. Yes, certainly can see why you'd go with a Crystal Palace defender. Arsenal, Norwich, yep. Once again, Norwich toothless. Chelsea perhaps at West Ham. Maybe Alonso. Everton to potentially keep a clean sheet against Leicester. What's going on here? That wasn't a... McNeil being deemed to have fouled a Watford player there? Sarr? Has he been deemed to have fouled Sarr? Oh, it's a dive. You've dived there. It's a VAR check. Paulie, what's the situation with VAR? How do they use it?
I think they're there to get a decision correct. So if they think a wrong decision's being made, then they'll have a look at it.
So in a case of here where I believe that Sarr has dived, it's right on the edge on the right-hand side of Burnley's penalty area. Hughes is about to take it. No, it's not. It's someone else. And it's been swung in. Can it be collected by Pope? Leave it. Yeah. No, it's dropped. Pope dropped it. And then, it's been Welbeck's adjudicated to have fouled Pope. Ooh, clumsy. What happened here? Ball swung in. Headed up. Pope went to collect it. I don't quite know what Welbeck did there, which he went for the ball. That's what's wrong with. Well, I'm defending Welbeck here. I mean, admittedly, Ben Mee cleared it, but why is being adjourned to fouled him? Very peculiar. So, would VAR only check for goals then and offsides and stuff like that? I'm assuming.
It's normally the bigger one, so I think a free kick should be included as well. So if you think that someone's gone down too easy edge at box, then that should be able to overruled, and then with a drop ball. But I don't think you actually can with that. I think because they don't seem to do it with corners either, do they? So I'm guessing it's just goals and penalties and things that lead to goals potentially.
Kinyanju Kamoa saying that I've been too stubborn holding on to Aubameyang. Not just Aubameyang, but Arsenal in general. How have they looked against Southampton? Is it just now a case of just hold on for 1-0?
They've just had the first attack, but it got crossed in and keeper caught it. Than that, they're just keeping possession and not really getting anything forward. Aubameyang sharp, but he's settled down a bit now.
Danny Ings, is he looking like dangerous at all, or?
It's not really being involved, to be honest. He's making all the same runs that he usually does. It's just nobody's been able to find him at the minute. It looks as though he's getting in behind the Arsenal defence a lot. Just can't get ball through to him.
Harbour boy, that is hilarious. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Excellent. For anybody who doesn't have a clue, that's a virtual FPL reference. That's Alexander Choi saying findings come on the fullbacks and wide men. Are they being quiet there? Are they, Paulie, for Southampton? I mean, how's Stuart Armstrong? I mean, just in general, just disappointed with the game. I'm taking it then.
At the minute, it's just more possession. So, like I said, there's not that final killer pass. So they're winning the ball back, they're passing about for about a couple of minutes, and then losing it, and then it's Arsenal's turn. 2 minutes later, it's Southampton's turn again.
Do you think the heat is having an effect on the players?
I think it will do, because it'll be a lot warmer pitch side, won't it, than it actually says on temperature.
Because
before the drinks break, when there were an injury as well, and some players went over to get a quick drink as well.
Watford have got a free kick. It's about 10 yards away from the right hand of the corner side of the Burnley box. It's going to be swung in. Pope collects it easily, and he's dealt with that pretty well. I was just thinking this. So for teams like us, Burnley, who basically cannot score whatsoever, I worry at the fact that if we don't take these opportunities, Watford may capitalise. I always say it's like once teams change their formations to try and go from the norm, like say for example Burnley, when we go from 4-4-2 to 5-4-1, it backfires miserably because the players aren't used to the system. For once we're actually attacking, we're not capitalising. If we don't capitalise, we won't obviously we don't score, which in turn means that our players are going to lose confidence, and then Watford could capitalise on that and get a cheeky goal and win the game. I'm quite worried, Paulie, with this, to be honest with you, but especially with the heat, as you just mentioned, the more tired legs we get out there, the more less our attacks are going to happen. From your point of view, from your game, is any of the teams looking like they're wanting to score, basically?
Southampton look to be the more energetic. They're the ones who are closing the ball down a bit quicker. Arsenal are just letting Southampton pass it, whereas Southampton are actually trying to win it back. It's Saka, isn't it, that's playing on left. He just keeps running up and down wing, so he doesn't look to be affecting him one bit. There are a few just walking about, like centre midfield, for example. They're walking. Oh, Southampton players just done a poor back pass, and Nketiah's nearly stole it off him again, but it just felt goalkeeper.
Thank you to Bilal for the picture up on screen right now. Waz FPL saying that as an owner of Ings and Aubameyang, I'm not happy. If you were an owner of Ings and Aubameyang, how would you be feeling at the moment?
From the bit that I saw early on, I'd be more happier with Aubameyang than I would Danny Ings, because he's already at the bar and he's had a couple of shots saved as well in early going. But Danny Ings has not really done much.
But is that because his teammates around him haven't been feeding him the right balls?
Yeah, so he's making the normal runs that he usually makes. It's just the Arsenal defence have cut out a couple of them, and it's just the final pass as well. It's either been a bit too long or it's been not long enough. And Nketiah's in. He's just stabbed at it and it's gone about 18 yards wide.
Are Arsenal looking good defensively, or could they be got at, or is it just the fact that Southampton?
They're looking all right actually. I don't know that. I don't actually know the lineups because I didn't see them, so I got in a bit late. But the through balls that you usually would get through the Arsenal defence for Dennings to run onto, they've been cut out.
Well,
so they're getting the positioning right.
The Southampton team is exactly the same as what played against Norwich the other day, so no changes whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Here's a mistake made by a Watford defender. Oh, come on. Vidra trying to do something there.
Just going back to the Burnley game that you said. You mentioned about how Burnley are attacking, and you're worried about the counter attack. You just need to think back to Watford against Liverpool, don't you? When they won 3-0, that was most of Liverpool that scored a couple on the counter.
Well, to be fair, it's not the fact that I'm worried about a counter attack. It's more the fact that I feel that the more we're putting into attacking and not capitalising, I'm sick to death of saying that word now, of getting a goal, the more tired we're going to get. And because we haven't got the goal, it could mean that towards the end of the game, and Burnley got enough here. Go on! It's it! Awful. Awful, awful. I think that was Tarkowski that laid it out to McNeil, or was that Loughton? Loughton?
Something funny's just happened at Southampton game. Prowse switched ball out to right, and it's Valerie and Saka. They stood next to each other and they've both lost the ball in the sun. And Valerie's gone out to control it and has missed it by about 2 meters. And ball just ran past him, but he managed to keep it in.
Well,
this pitch is basically the bottom half near the camera is all in the shade, but the top half it's just sun, and that's where all dugouts are, and they're all sat with umbrellas and stuff, so they can actually see what's happening.
Well,
it's
half time here as well. It's it's been an entertaining Who's that? Who sounds like that? Entertaining first half at the moment for myself. I'm not gonna lie. I've actually I've enjoyed covering it from a fan perspective. It's been very frustrating that we haven't capitalised on our opportunities, but from a game point of view, yeah, it's certainly been more enjoyable than the Norwich versus Everton game, which was absolutely pants, to be honest with you. Burnley with the better opportunities, haven't been able to capitalise on them, and essentially it's ended 0-0. Watford, on the other hand, they've had no opportunities whatsoever. They've been pretty woeful in front of goal, to be completely blunt. Paulie, from what you've seen of the Arsenal game, I know you've kind of summed it up, but just your feelings about the game so far from your own personal perspective.
Just more possession-based. Both teams having a couple of minutes possession. The other team win it back, they have the possession, and then it's just like been like that for while I've been watching it. Apart from the mistake for the Nketiah goal, he's had one chance that he put wide, but it was just like a stab at it. Other than that, nothing else has really happened.
No, it's been it's sounding like a really poor game, and I am hoping that Danny Ings can get something out of this, because from a selfish point of view, I'm not going to lie, I'd love it if he scored a goal. It'd be fantastic, but based on what you're saying, it doesn't look like there's a chance in hell, and this game could just end up as a drab 1-0. Maybe even based on what you're saying about mistakes that Arsenal are making.
even with Dennings making them runs, any other day, 2 of them would have got through to him and it'd have been in 1-on-1. It's just the Arsenal defenders have actually been well positioned and cut them out.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dre Zera, for that. Yeah, if you are around here and just enjoying the stream, just simply hit the like button. Also, if you are new around here, you know what to do. Just simply hit the subscribe button. We're a growing channel that like to bring you daily, within reason, daily FPL content, where you can find pretty much myself and Jason covering all games, give or take. Jason should be, well, I know he is. He's going live for the Chelsea Man City game. You looking forward to that, Paulie?
I am, yeah. I just love football.
I'm expecting City to have some fun, to be honest with you. I'm expecting that to be a high-scoring 3, maybe even 4-1 to City.
Yeah, I'd expect them to score 3.
Do you find?
Sorry, carry on.
Do you find with City that they seem to have come back by saying to everybody, "We're the big boys here. We're going to just absolutely tear anybody apart"? Because that's what it feels like with me. They've looked like they've come back, along with United, basically one of the strongest teams.
Yeah, I think they've seen first half of the season before it all happened that Liverpool were a far better team, and they've come back wanting to prove all critics, haven't they? So a lot of people have been saying that they're not as good this year, but I think they are good. It's just Liverpool have been a lot better.
Absolutely. Paulie, I'm going to go for a quick break right now. And for anybody that's watching now, I'm going to go for a quick 5-10 minute break. And just a minute, GWiz is on TV. Oh my goodness, GWiz is on TV. If you're a fan of the company Just Eat, you'll understand what I am talking about. I'm going to go for a quick break, everybody. Stay tuned. We will be right back for the second half of the matches that we are covering. So see you in a minute, guys. Hello everybody, and we are back live to cover the Burnley versus Watford game, and of course Southampton Arsenal, where of course Paulie is covering that game. We're just about to come back from half time. Hopefully if you refresh yourself, specifically standing in front of the fan, maybe going into a freezer, because I'm telling you now, I am absolutely sweating. And thank you to Dre for this beautiful, beautiful picture that he's just uploaded. Have you liked the video? Like this epic stream. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's epic, thank you, but yeah, it's been an enjoyable first half from Watford. From a Burnley perspective anyway. I certainly hear that. And, well, I've got substitution news straight away. We've got Kabalaselli and Cleverly off. Cathcart and... I missed the last name. And Decore coming on. So, Cathcart and Decore coming on for Kabalaselli and Cleverly. That's straight away the first of 3 substitutions made. Interesting. I wonder why maybe Decore looking good at the moment apparently. So and we're about to kick off any minute now. Paulie, are you there?
Yeah, Sheffield United have made Southampton have made a double substitution at half time as well. Shane Long and Walker Peters have come on, and Obsemi and Valerie have gone off.
Oh, okay.
Not kicked off yet.
We've just kicked off here at Turf Moor. Hopefully looking for the same from my point of view. I just hope that Burnley can get a goal, basically. I hope for all their hard work up front, specifically Rodriguez. Brownhill needs to get going, to be honest with you, because Brownhill has been pretty poor with his... In fact, he's been awful with his final ball. Just not good enough, to be honest with you. He hasn't really done anything in this specific game to impress me whatsoever. But in the opening early stages, Watford are right on the attack already. I think that maybe Pearson would have laid into his players just to say that, you know, at the end of the day, we are fighting relegation here. We need to be going for it. Burnley haven't scored. Let's get on top of them, and let's make them rue the fact that they haven't actually got a goal yet, because it has been a disappointing first half from my point of view. Anyway, as someone that is a fan of Burnley, and Vidra chasing down. Ooh, Vidra chasing the ball down there. Foster didn't want to take any risk, and he's just absolutely booted it out of the over towards the technical area here. I was going to ask you, Paulie, what do you think about the fact that essentially all these games are just rubbish? Every game we seem to cover, it's just not been great. Unless, like you said, unless you're Man City, unless you're United, these games have been pretty lame, haven't they?
Yeah, they still look like early stages of pre-season friendlies as well to me. It's like it doesn't seem to be up to the tempo that you used to with Premier League football either.
Do you have any theories as to what you put that down to? Do you think because there is no crowd there? Do you think that players are worried about this pandemic? Hold on a minute! Go on! Oh, he's put it in the back of the net, but he's offside again. That would have been a beautiful goal. Oh, Vidra and Rodriguez combining, and wow, yeah. So Balding played into Rodriguez. Rodriguez got it to Vidra. Vidra played a nice little through ball. Nice little finish, but I think that's the 4th offside for Rodriguez. Oh, so close. Damn.
Saka's just been yellow carded, but I think it's going to go to VAR for a possible red.
Hello? What?
Yeah, Saka's just being booked, but they're checking it just to see if it's worth a red.
Okay, we'll keep on top of that. Dilligaff, everything to you as well.
No, stuck at a yellow card. Took free kick.
So it's just been
a yellow
deemed
card,
as a
yeah.
yellow card. Ray Joyce.
It were about 2 seconds too late, and he put his studs into Walker Peters' thigh. Quite a high one and a nasty one.
What's your opinion of that specific challenge? Was it? Did you think a red card, or do you think no? I think that's about right.
I think he's got away with it because both eyes were on the ball, so he weren't actually looking to injury him. If the ball had fell to where his foot already controlled it, It's just Walker Peters got there first, and then obviously it's Firewa there instead of Ball. So we're intentional, but it's still a yellow card for having foot up high.
Ray Joy saying he's loving his 4.4 Nketiah pick. Did you start him, did you, Ray? What on earth made you start Nketiah? Yeah, exactly. There is going to be team news released in a minute for the Chelsea versus Man City game. That is really going to be absolutely fascinating, watching that particular... Well, I'm not going to be watching. I'm going to be listening into Jason, but that's going to be absolutely fascinating. And Pope nearly fumbled the ball, boots it up long. Vidra trying to get to
Southampton.
Say that again, Paulie.
Southampton have got a corner. Ward-Prowse has put it in. It's been free kick's been given.
Well, hopefully Southampton can capitalise on this. How's the game look so far? Because I'm telling you now, this specific game, Burnley versus Watford, is really, really open at the moment.
No, it's just how the first half finished. There's not really that killer pass or any big chances yet. Just keep the ball, and then, like I said, Southampton are working harder than Arsenal to win the ball back though at the minute.
Oh, come on, Danny Ings. I wanted to give Danny Ings like just a couple of games. That was it. I didn't want to... I thought, you know what, he's got... Man... He's got Arsenal up next, terrible defence, and...
Yeah, I think Danny Ings is the same situation as what Jota is at Wolves. A lot of people give him one more game just because of the good fixtures, but if he's not performing, then it might be a transfer time.
Well, I'm still keeping faith with the team I've got for one more game week, but I am looking at two players specifically. One of them's a bit of a punt, so to speak, but the other one's a guaranteed starter, but it's whether or not he performs over the next two games, which is going to be the key for my decision making, to be honest with you. But they are two lovely players at the moment. Certainly one of them anyway performed really well over two games, but the other player could be could be hit or miss. Pass. What's going on here, Pauline?
Left back for Southampton just got in behind defence and he's pulled it back across the area, and every single Southampton player's ran towards the goal and it's gone behind every single one of them, and then it's fell to edge of box and Højbjerg's played it back to Ward-Prowse, so was tried to place it, but it's got about 5 yards over bar.
Decore puts it out wide. It's going to be swung in by the defender. Ben Mee clears it. It's gone out for a Watford corner. I'll tell you what, Watford have opened up a bit. They seem like they're going for it now. Watford look like they're going to be going for this. Ball swung in, but yeah, Mee got a clean head to it to get it away for a corner in which will be taken now. Hopefully it'll be cleared quite easily, and it is. Heading out to another Watford player though. Hughes will swing it in again. That's terrible. Terrible. And now it's been cleared out for a Watford throw-in, in which... Oh, it's Kika Firmino, right. Kika Firmino is only 4.2, isn't he, Paulie?
Yeah, he's one of the cheaper options for Watford.
I wonder if people will be using this as a scouting mission for Sarr. I've got to admit, Sarr's been anonymous in this game. All he's done is a dive, that's it. It's the only thing Sarr has done.
So like I said on previous stream, I actually used my wildcard the week before. So I think I used it game week 28 for 29 and got the fixtures and players in form, and Sarr was actually in my wildcard team because they were doing really well, weren't they, before everything happened.
Francis Logan stating here, has VAR rules changed for handball? Salah and Vardy should have taken penalties. I'm assuming he means should have had penalties. What's that all about?
I'm not sure.
No, nor do I. Francis Logan, do you want to just rephrase what you said there? Because I'm confused by what you're making out.
What are they on about Gary Cahill yesterday?
Ah,
where
yes.
it,
I remember
the
hearing
ball,
Jason and G Wiz talking
yeah,
about that.
it were falling over, losing his balance, and the ball just Aubameyang's in. Oh, what a touch that is! Cross it. Oh, they've just done a ball over the top, and Aubameyang's took a really good touch, and instead of going to goal, he's tried to play it across to Nketiah, who are 2 against 1, and Bednarek's just got back, got his toe in the way, and then he nearly put it into his own net, but it's gone out for a corner. And that was all from the goalie Martinez, who was just done. You know, can you remember how Pepe Reina used to just drill ball out his hands to striker's feet?
Right, yeah.
It's just literally like a 60-yard pass straight into Aubameyang's path, and he's ran onto it. What corner now?
So a corner to Arsenal. Just to let everybody know, Watford are really pinning us back at the moment. That's Burnley. They are really, I think they're going to be going for this now. I think they're going to take advantage of maybe Burnley tiring out. But to be fair, we're not looking tired. But massive long pass. Awful. What's the corner come out as, Paul?
Pepe took the corner, it went all the way through, and Aubameyang volleyed it from edge at box, and it flew up in air and landed near halfway line. Literally, it's gone completely the wrong way. Arsenal have got the ball and played it all the way back to goalkeeper.
Decore swung it out, and it's... Oh, blimey. Decore played it out to Sarr. Sarr swung in the ball. Lovely, beautiful clearance by Tarkowski there. Oh, that was very dangerous. Now Watford on the attack again. We are really being pinned back here. Really being pinned back. It's just Watford are just pumping balls forward, pinning us basically against the edge of our own box at the moment. Thankfully, not really penetrating whatsoever. I just don't think they've got the quality. Bilal saying that he's hoping for a 1-1 draw in each game. Yes, we are about to reveal the team news.
What a tackle that is. Armstrong's in the area. Oh, easy save.
Francis Logan is basically saying that Cahill and the Dunk handball, before lockdown, those handball decisions would have been penalties.
I can't remember the Dunk one, but I can remember the Cahill one from yesterday. I think that was just because he was losing his balance, and it's just natural to put your hands there when you get pushed. I can't remember what the Dunk one was like.
Well, I can reveal the Chelsea team news, and thank you to Echo. He has put the Man City team news in there, but I can bring up the Chelsea team news in about 5 seconds' time, where I can tell you now that Pulisic and Giroud start. So Pulisic and Giroud start, and thank you to Dre Zera for that. You've just made my life a lot easier. Thank you. So the Man City team news is... Oh, I knew that would happen. I knew it. I told... Who the hell was it? Who did I say the other day to watch out for him? Jesus. So
Is it not started?
It's not started, no. So for people... Oh, a minute. Burnley on the attack here. Let me just... well, I say that. The ball's been cleared by Watford. Now the counter-attack's been taken down. Oh, my goodness. It's been kicked all the way down to Pope. So Edison, Walker, Laporte, Fernandinho, Mendy, Gundogan, Rodrigo, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Bernardo and Sterling. So Sterling going to be, I'm assuming, playing a false 9, which I don't think is greatest position, is it, Paulie?
Oh, that's all right.
Sterling.
Mm.
He doesn't normally do that well up front, does he?
No, I think he's better positioned to be out wide.
And
put KDB centre forward.
Oh, he ain't going to put KDB in centre forward, no chance. And for Chelsea, we've got Kepa and Goaz, Piliqueta, Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso, Conte, Mount, Barkley, Willian, Giroud and Pulisic. So
no Abraham again.
No Abraham, no Loftus-Cheek doesn't get a start this week. Reece James, of course, not getting a start either, but yeah. No Jesus.
JC in chat's just said Foden's not even on bench either.
Oh my goodness. JC, yeah, there's your Foden bandwagon. Drazera, Bernardo or Sterling will be false number 9. No Sane either on the bench. Hold on a minute here. Sorry, there's some action here from Watford at the moment.
Yeah, I think I did see Sane on bench. Sure, I read his name.
He's on the bench. Let's just quickly bring it. Hold on a minute. Will Hughes here. Chips it over to Deeney. No. Get it clear. Decore now. Watford are really, really, really pinning us back. This is really, really worrying now. Hughes on the box. Don't push him over. Has he dived? Charlie Taylor deemed to have pushed Hughes over. Sane on the bench. Jesus Zinchenko. Otamendi. Yeah, no Foden on the bench. But do you think? Do you really think though that Pep would have risked Foden for a big game like this? I don't think so.
No,
Playing
I don't.
playing against the rubbish teams.
I think you're starting. Still at FA Cup.
Oh, Pope's dropped the corner. Oh my goodness. Corner swung in by Hughes. Pope came out to collect it. He dropped it. Fell down to a Watford player, but thankfully one of our defenders got to it and cleared it. Bloody hell. It was Cathcart. Cathcart got to it first. But it was actually blocked by Pope. Right in his gut. But I'll tell you what, Watford are really going for this. And now, I think this is going to be a goal. No. Who was that? Welbeck? I don't know if that was Welbeck or someone else. But they had an opportunity to play it to Sarr. But we'll see the action again here on the replay. Tarkowski telling his players just to calm it down. Deeney into Welbeck. A great challenge by Tarkowski there. Welbeck really should have played in Sarr first time, really. Instead of trying to dribble past it. Bloody hell. And now Burnley on the attack here. Brownhill. Go on, pass it back, that's it. Out to Charlie Taylor. Go on. Now we're in the box. Now it's Brownhill again. What the hell was that? Get him off. Oh, that was McNeil, sorry. That was terrible. Yeah, this back to goal kind of twisted, turned and just tried to do a first time cross, but he's just booted it over the crossbar. Awful. Absolutely awful. Bilal saying Watford's fixtures in the next few weeks looking good, might get in Sarr. I wouldn't even bother with Sarr. Wouldn't even bother. Getting a defender, not Sarr. He is looking absolutely hopeless in this game. Absolutely hopeless. Darren Walsh, I'm happy with the team used for City as believed De Bruyne will play more advanced and support Sterling. The problem is though, Darren, is the fact that everybody owns Kevin De Bruyne. It's Mahrez you want to be looking for, of course. Jason's got Sterling in his team. Not much, but I mean, Bilal, it's not really a tip. I'm just giving you my basic observations on this game, and Sarr has just looked pointless, absolutely pointless. You know when you're watching a player and you just think, why is everybody raving about you? And talking of Sarr now, good God, Sarr.
Danny Ings just put a volley over.
Well, Sarr was just played through, but Pope sprinted about 30 metres out. I think it was Charlie Taylor that just got to it and it ended up in Pope's feet and Pope's just cleared it. Oh, blimey. Drazera, there should be. I believe Jason is streaming the Man City-Chelsea game. I'm almost certain of it. Bilal, I still welcome the observations.
62 minutes in and Pepe has gone off and Joe Willett's come on.
Oh, so it looks like what now? Darren Walsh, you've captained Kevin De Bruyne.
It's just pointed out at defence as well, so I don't know if they're changing formation or what.
What do you think of that, Paulie? Darren Walsh saying that he's captain De Bruyne.
Well, I'm hoping that he does something as well as like 2 million other people do as well. But in my worst mini league, the people who's in front of me don't actually have any Man City players, so I'm hoping he goes off on one today.
Yeah.
It's always a good option though, into De Bruyne against anyone.
Yeah, but what I've noticed with De Bruyne is that he doesn't seem to perform against the top teams. That's what I've noticed. I mean, touchwood again, he does something, but the point being is that every time I've observed him or known anything about him regarding top tier matches, i.e. against Chelsea, Man U, etc., etc., he doesn't seem to perform. And before anybody says about Arsenal, they're not a top team. They are useless. So I wouldn't even be bothering anybody mentioning Arsenal to me regarding that, because anybody could beat Arsenal apart from Southampton, it would seem. Regarding Southampton, apart from what you've just mentioned there regarding Danny Ings volleying over the crossbars, do Southampton actually even look like they've got an opportunity to score here, or is it really just going to end 1 or 2-0?
They've looked the better team in the past 20 minutes since second half started. They've been like they were the most energetic ones, but they're winning the ball back a lot now, passing the ball around. They've got in behind a couple of times, but it's been in the wide areas and not central where you'd want the attacks to start from. They've had a few corners that have just been easily defended though.
Decore's just putting a ball in, but Brownhill didn't want to risk it. I think he got his head to it and it's gone out for a corner. A corner for Watford. Is it a corner? Yeah, it looks like it's gone out for a corner. Brilliant. So now Watford have got another corner. Let's see if they can make use of this, what you will. But yeah, this game is certainly lively, but unfortunately just no goals in it, despite the fact that both Burnley have most deserved it. Corner, off the line. Oh my goodness, the corner swung in. I think it was Deeney that had his head to it. Let's just see here. Ball swung in. I can't quite see who that was. And it was McNeil on the line. Was that McNeil? I can't see. Well, there's no point in going VAR here. Can't see which player that is. Number 11. It was McNeil, yeah. McNeil on the line. Ball cleared, and the ball came to Aaron Hughes. He absolutely thunderbolted it, and guess where it went? Over the flaming stadium. That's how high it was. Absolutely useless.
There could be another injury for Arsenal.
Oh my goodness.
I can't see a player down, but a couple of the players have just waved to bench for a physio to come on. So I don't know who it is yet.
Does it look like it could be a serious injury?
No, I can't really see any players down, but it were the defenders that put their hands up.
Oh God, yeah. Bilal's saying, what is it with Arsenal injuries? Do you think it's something to do? I mean, do you remember when it was who was it? Was it Tottenham or somebody always? It may have been Arsenal actually. I can't remember, always getting injuries to their key players due to their training ground pitch or something.
Yeah, Arsenal have got a sub ready to come on.
Oh.
It's not zoomed in or said who it is yet. It looks like Kolasinac actually though.
What, so Kolasinac has gone down?
No, he's the one probably coming on, so I don't know if it's Saka or Tierney or one of them two.
Well, we've got a water break at the moment. At the
it's Tierney's just gone down. It looks like it's maybe cramped though.
Just when he's getting the opportunity to start as well.
It's ever since Shane Long's come on, he's just been running in behind him a lot down the right hand side, and Arsenal's left. Don't
mention Shane Long to me. Blimey. Good old Shane Long. Oh, that run That reminded me of the old virtual FPL days. Christ almighty. So Shane Long's making a bit of a nuisance of himself, is he?
Yeah, but that Danny Ings is playing a little bit further back though.
No. Well, not. I'm assuming not quite to the extent of Harry Kane.
No, it's just, he's the one that's Shane Long staying up, and he's the one that's dropping back football.
Echo asking, how's excuse me, has Martin has made any saves today?
Not that I can remember, but I don't know about first 20 minutes. I weren't watching that.
Darren Walsh, Man City are not in the mood to let Liverpool lift the trophy today. Both teams attack, hopefully an open game. I certainly think
if Man City don't win, are the champions Liverpool?
I think, well, if they lose, I would think so, yeah.
Come on, Man City.
Go on, Burnley on the attack here. Here's Rodriguez. Go on, put it through. 4-on-4. Can we make the most of it? Oh, what was that? Wasteful. Absolutely terrible. A cross coming in from, I think it was McNeil, and he just, that was awful. Will Hughes again conceding a free kick. Will he get yellow carded?
Yeah, confirmation it is Tierney off and Kolasinac has come on.
Oh, right, okay. But you're thinking it's cramp, though?
Yeah, but he is actually limping and hobbling off. He's walking, but it's a hobble. So it could be muscular.
How unfortunate for him. How unfortunate. Well, can Southampton potentially take advantage? I mean, Kolasinac is a very good player, but Sammy's saying go Burnley. I'm sorry to say this is potentially got 0-0 written all over it. Dwight McNeil's now been booked. Not that it really matters, but if I was to put money on it again, I'd say 1-0 to Watford. If I'm honest, I just think they've got better.
For Tierney owners, he's banked his clean sheet anyway.
Tierney owners, if there's any Tierney owners out there. 0.1% owned, I guess. No one's going to own him. Have you actually enjoyed the game, Paulie, or has it just been meh?
It's been alright. It's not been one of the most boring ones that we've had recently. At least both teams are trying. There were just other games where they didn't look to be interested in going forward.
Burnley on the attack here. Go on, get out to McNeil. That's it. Swing across. Yes! We got a goal! It's Rodriguez! Get in! McNeil assist. Thank God Rodriguez has scored. Oh, we needed that, Paulie. Thank God, some friggin' luck. A mistake by a Watford player. McNeil swings it in first time, low and hard. Jay Rodriguez gets down low, heads it in. It's a beautiful goal. Hey, 1-0 Burnley. Brilliant. Brilliant. Deserved that. Deserved that. Now it's just a case of just... I don't want them to contain. Just play the normal game we're playing. Don't contain it, because all it's going to do is just disrupt the pattern. Just do what we normally do, and we'll be all right. But if we just try and hold back, what's going on, Paulie?
Southampton just put a cross in from the right, and one of the Arsenal defenders has gone to clear it, but it skimmed the top of his head and fell to Redmond at the back post. He's took a touch and has hit it on the volley, and it's gone into the side netting.
Not hearing much of Ings' name here. This is all I care. Let's be realistic here. All I'm caring about is is Ings, but it's just not sounding like he's in it, Paulie.
No, it was in the box for that cross, but he was the one that was closer to the edge of the area, not actually in the penalty spot where the cross actually went in.
Well, McNeil's on to Charlie Taylor here. Charlie Taylor, first time cross, and oh! Go on, there's got to be a Burnley player out there. There's got to be. That's it. Blimey, we actually look like we're hungry again. Now, Watford being pinned back. Just play it simple. Go on, McNeil on the ball now. Now it's being played back. Surprise, surprise. Back, back, back. It's the only thing we seem to know is playing it backwards. Come on. I think Dyche needs to certainly change it up a bit. I know our midfield is pants, but or our substitution bench is pants, but for crying out loud, get some new legs on. Help them out. Half the country waiting on a Taylor clean sheet, Steve-O. How many people started Taylor? Oh, Rodriguez has gone down. It doesn't look serious though, thankfully. But he's one of our only fit strikers. I don't think he'll be taken off, but he's certainly gone down at the moment. The medical team just looking over him right now. Matt Max saying, I'm expecting Kevin De Bruyne to play the false number 9. Harbour Boy, there go the bonus points for Nick Pope. Not necessarily. Sultan Saeed Taylor's second on my bench. You must have got at least 3 clean sheets this week, Sultan Saeed, surely. Harbour Boy, how good is McNeil? He's also... Nah, I don't know. I haven't really been that impressed by him. He's a very good player. I mean, he's only 19. He's very good for a team like us, but I don't know why he's being touted as this 30-40 million pound player to go to someone like Manchester United. But
did you know he came from Man United?
yes, yeah.
I saw a picture over there, and he's in the same team with like Mason Greenwood and,
really?
And everyone in the academy. Like when they were 12.
No, Sultan says yes. I got 4 out of 4 defensive clean sheets anyway. Double Wolves, United and Liverpool, yeah, same as me. Paulie, James on Planet FPL was saying about the fact that he's seriously considering Mason Greenwood as a starter in his team. What are your thoughts on that?
It looked good yesterday when they played, and it looked a lot better than what Daniel James did.
Hold on a minute, sorry, Paulie. I don't know what the hell has happened here, but Charlie Taylor has just... I don't know, he's just absolutely collided with Sarr. It's almost like in wrestling, speared, but without using his arms, he's used his head. So the ball was played over. Taylor went to head it, diving header, but Sarr kind of ran into him, and he's just completely taken out Sarr. It's not a penalty, but Sarr's gone down. He's not looking good. Oh, he's getting up. That's all right. He's getting up. That's the main thing. But could he be taken off for precaution? I doubt it. Definitely not a penalty, though.
I'd just say that Arsenal are making a double substitution. Maitland-Niles and Lacazette are coming on.
Maitland-Niles and Lacazette are coming on. Ooh. Drezer, in wrestling terms, Steve, who did the best spear? I love Rhino. Rhino, my friend, just straight away thinking about that. Rhino. Incredible.
What first thing he ever did in a ring?
Oh, Nick Pope again. Tried to clear the ball with his fist. Only just about got to it. It dropped down, thankfully cleared.
Oh, you've got to shoot. Oh, what a save. Oh, what a save. Ball over at top for Shane Long. He's hit it on his left foot, and Martinez has made a great save. But the rebound nearly fell to Danny Ings, but the goalie got up and got there before Danny Ings did.
I mean, now another player's just been completely wiped out here. Tarkowski taking out Deeney. God, that's 2 spears. Edge-like spears. Goldberg did do a good spear, not going to lie. That incredible moment when he won the title of Brock Lesnar, one of the best moments in WWE history in recent years. That was fantastic. That was a WTF moment. Oh, get lost, Deeney. Crying out loud.
And Ketia is one of the players going off for Lacazette.
I do enjoy Rhino. Goldberg is perhaps historically iconic, but in terms of FPL, I think Steve-O will have the best spear. Sorry, Paulie, what was that, mate?
I would just say, and Ketia's going off for Lacazette.
Oh.
And Danny Ceballos is going off for Maitland-Niles.
We've just had a free kick lined up. Admittedly, it was about 15 yards from the penalty box from Burnley. I don't know who the Watford player was. He's absolutely skyrocketed it. Echo, judging by listening to you today, Steve-O, Pope isn't having a good game. He just seems to be dropping a lot of balls. And I think Rodriguez is coming off. Precautionary, I would hope. Yeah, Rodriguez off and Eric Peters is on. So Eric Peters is coming on for Jay Rodriguez. Armand Dillon, I need one Pope save for a point. Need one more Pope save for a point. Hasn't actually had that many saves to do today, to be fair. Hasn't had that many saves to do whatsoever, unfortunately. It's not been that great. Drazera, you're letting me down with your pictures in the old thing. I'm having to do it at the moment. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But, yeah, I'm thinking this. I have a feeling this could end either 2-0 to Burnley or 1-1. That's my feeling regarding this. What about you, Paulie? How are you thinking your game may end? Oh, and lovely ball swept in by, I think that was Peters.
Yeah, Southampton are looking the most lively at the minute. They've had 7 attempts on goal compared to Arsenal's 1 this second half.
There's Danny Ings involved.
No, not really. It's not that volley that went over the bar, but apart from that, he went involved. It was Shane Long with the shots on target.
If Watford scores, FPL managers without Pope will be celebrating. Would love a Watford goal. I do not want a Watford goal. We've got a corner to Burnley. Whipped in. And it... Oh. Ben Mee I think he just headed over. It was almost like whipped in almost onto the line there. Surrounded by a couple of Watford defenders. And now Watford are going to be making a sub. Will Hughes has gone off. I have no idea who that player is. Chalobah.
Wrong ball, wrong pass.
What's happening, Paulie?
Arsenal were on the counter and Granite, whatever it's called, Xhaka, whatever it's called. There were 3 of them to pick from, and he's went for one player straight down middle. It's gone straight to Southampton defender. Wrong pass, in my opinion. And in regards to a question earlier, Martinez has made 3 saves, so we'll have the clean sheet and bonus point, not bonus point, save point in a minute.
Thank you, Dre Sarah. Thank you for the pictures, mate. Surprised that these Twitter pages don't put out that many pictures, Paulie, to be honest with you.
What, the actual team?
No, just actual, like I'm putting up on screen at the moment, just like pictures like this. I don't understand why they don't put up that many. It's just like the odd spirit. They put out tweets like in right, but they don't actually put out photos.
Yeah, they only seem to put photos on for goals, don't they?
Yeah.
And stuff.
FPL Youssef, I love Burnley against mid-table teams. Yes, although in this specific case, I always say this, we always do well against anybody that's our rival or bottom half, basically. Anybody that's top half of the table, we always do rubbish against. So Crystal Palace are above us, so I'd expect Crystal Palace have got a good, really... In fact, I've forgotten who it was asking about defenders. But, yeah, Crystal Palace have got... What the hell was that? Crystal Palace have got a really good record against us, so yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's Peters. So Peters is playing more of an advanced role, is he?
Would you say Pope or a Burnley defender is a good asset to have for the rest of the season?
I wouldn't go with Burnley at all, to be honest. They're cheap. The only reason why people look at Burnley defenders or their keeper is because they're cheap, and there's a very, very decent chance of them keeping clean sheets. But Troy Deeney's coming off for Andre Gray, the former Burnley player. I wouldn't be going personally near Burnley myself. I just think we're just on the beach. The only reason why we haven't conceded today is because Watford have been terrible. That's the only reason why. If we were up against a team which had their shooting boots on, we'd be losing this game.
Oh, this could be a red card for Southampton. Yeah, straight red.
For who?
Stevens.
Oh, God.
So what's happened is the left back from Southampton's passed the ball to Stevens, but it's wayward, and Aubameyang's ran onto it, and Aubameyang were going to get there, and he's just slid tackled Aubameyang and sent him flying. Last man.
Brilliant. So Southampton.
Yeah. If he hadn't made that tackle, though, Aubameyang would have been 1-on-1 at goalie.
Great. So Danny Ings, see you later. Who's Danny Ings got up next, actually? Let's have a look, shall we? Who's here saying, FPL Youssef saying that Burnley are missing Chris Woods. It wouldn't matter if Chris Woods is playing or not. We just... Today, even if Chris Woods would have been playing, it doesn't account for the other team playing against us. If Watford had been more clinical, we'd be in serious trouble today. But now, admittedly, you could argue, well, a minute, if Chris Woods was on the end of some of the attempts that we've had, yeah, maybe they could have gone on the back of the net. But there's been no service to. Admittedly, Rodriguez has been pulled offside a few times, and now Vidra's put through it. Go on, Vidra through. Pull it back. Oh, it's very, very difficult opportunity there for him to score. Now Peters on the ball. Oh, what the hell was that? Vidra was put through. It wasn't quite one-on-one. Yeah, it was well onside. Great ball through from Brownhill. But he had, I think that's Cathcart chasing him down. And
Goal Arsenal, 2-0.
Eh?
Goal for Arsenal, it's 2-0. So Lacazette took the free kick and it hit the wall. The rebound fell back to Lacazette and he shot it, and McCarthy saved it, but he fumbled it, and Willock's put the rebound in.
Willock?
Yeah, and they're just checking for offside now just to see.
What do you think?
I think it's onside.
So 2-0 to... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And as someone's just, well, Southampton now. Well, there's my prediction out the window, expecting Southampton to batter Arsenal today. What's been up with Southampton today?
They've not looked that bad. It's just the final pass that, like I said, the ones that usually go through to Danny Ings, they've been cut out by the Arsenal defence. So it's not with lack of trying. I just think Arsenal defended quite well.
And like someone's mentioned, Davey FPL with Martinez clean sheet.
Yeah, he's one thing I will say for Arsenal goal, he's commanded his area really well.
Is he worth?
He's come out and acted like the sweeper a couple of times to clear the ball, and from corners he's just come out and caught almost every cross that's gone into the box.
Who would you rather have though? Out of Martinez or Pope, for example? I mean, would you go Martinez as your main goalkeeper, just for the remaining 8 games?
I was actually thinking of it, but I bottled it. If people are short on funds or want to free up some money elsewhere, then they can obviously go in, because it looks like Leno might be out for the rest of the year now.
Yeah. Unless, of course,
But
Arsenal...
they've got decent fixtures, haven't they, Arsenal, until like the last 2 or something.
Well, yeah, that's exactly the point. You know, it is something which you do want to... It is something that you do actually want to take advantage of. You know, a top 6 team goalkeeper, 4.2. Okay, I know it's Arsenal, but he's guaranteed to start and everything. It just saves up funds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
It's 0.8 cheaper than Leno, so if people had Leno in after double game week, it's just a straight swap and it saves you and it gains you 0.8 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, it's gone down on FPL as a Lacazette assist. So, and we're approaching the 89th minute now. Watford got a corner. So he whipped in. And, oh, it's a free header again. This is my point. Another free header for Watford. That's 2 now they've had in this game. And he's put it over the bar. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible. I don't know who the player is. I apologise, but should have done a lot better with that. At least hit the... If it hit the target, it would have definitely gone in no matter what. Messina. Who?
Arsenal have just had another chance. Aubameyang got in behind defence and tried to cut it back across for Lacazette, and it's been defended out for a corner.
Well, we've got 5 minutes added time here. What's it like your end, Paulie? Have you been...
89 minute 50, but I've not seen how long stoppage time. So that'll be coming up any second. I was making the sub. Vestergaard's coming on for Southampton.
Vestergaard?
He's a really tall centre half.
Go away.
And Højbjerg's gone off.
Yeah, Danny Ings, unfortunately for all owners, he's done absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. Brilliant. However, it looks like, Paulie, I'm going to hit the 100 club unless Kevin De Bruyne gets sent off. Exactly 100 points. Unless, of course, Kevin De Bruyne gets anything more, i.e. a clean sheet, I'll get 101 points.
Yeah, I need De Bruyne to get about 7 goals to get 100 club. And I've got Edison as well, so if he can get a penalty save, clean sheet, assist, that'll be good as well.
Yeah, it's
so I'm not in 100 club this week, unfortunately.
Just heard the subscribe notification go off. Thank you for that. If you are brand new around here, just hit the subscribe button. We are virtually a daily FPL streaming show.
I don't know where we've got this from, but this is the 6 minute added time here. Don't know where that's come from.
6 minutes? Well, the red card. Yeah. Get this video to 100 likes to celebrate my 100 points. Well, Watford have got another corner. Will they capitalise this time? Will the player be left open? Here we go. The ball's going to be swung in. And it is. High and deep. Oh! Dawson with an effort there. And Pope always had it. And he's easily collected it. Let's just waste a bit of time. Get the players out of position. And hopefully the clock will tick down. It's exactly what Pope's doing. Boots up to the end of the pitch. Watford are just going to have to go for this now. And then Sarr battling forward. Easily outpaced by Taylor. Or Taylor blocking him off, to be honest with you. Taylor trying to look for somebody to come forward, asking him for anybody. Of course, boots it forward, trying to find Vidra. I can't believe we've only made 1 substitution. It's just typical Dyche. It's worse than Jose Mourinho. Mourinho made 3 subs the other night rather than the 5.
Yeah.
You would think in this day and like this time you would be making 5 subs, wouldn't you? You really would.
Yeah, Arsenal have made 4 and Southampton have made 3 in this game.
Abdallah's saying if each of Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne get 25 points each, I'll hit 100. Mr. Blue Nathan did not expect Burnley to keep a clean sheet with all the dramas going on. No, not a lie. But to be fair, Mr. Blue Nathan, it looks like we've been galvanised. Dyche has got his team together. I don't think it's got to them. We have been the better team. Not going to lie. We should be 2 or 3-0 this game. Watford have been dreadful. They have been absolutely terrible. Any opportunity, Jesus Christ, just play it simple. Every opportunity Watford have got, they've just scuppered it. Francis Logan needs Sterling to get a hat-trick to get 100 points, and we've just conceded another free kick.
Good evening.
Hey, evening, Jace. Good evening.
Good evening, dude. Good evening, mate. How you doing?
Been watching the games? Or game?
I've been putting a camera on my motorcycle helmet for the last hour.
Blimey. An hour to put a camera on.
Mate, don't even ask. It's just ridiculous. But I've wired it up, so I've got a microphone inside the camera, a microphone inside the helmet, and then a camera on the top of my helmet.
Just so everybody know, the free kick just taken by Watford then was one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen in my life. He basically basically scuffed it, and it barely moved the meter. That was terrible. Jason, you're going live in a minute, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't believe the time, man. I literally was like, Steve is still streaming. I'll jump on. The time is against me today, man. It really is. Yeah, I'll be going live shortly. Just need to get myself sorted out, really. I take it you're going to bed, right? Or you're going to be lying?
I'm listening in and going out. I cannot stay in any longer. I'm so hot. I'm melting.
It's mental today. So hot. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos on my motorbike, but I'm not going to necessarily upload them to the Elite FPL channel. I'm going to do them on my own channel first, see if people like them, and then if people like them, then I might introduce them in. So yeah, I'll do some I'll record some videos of me just rambling on about FPL and about other bits and pieces whilst riding my bike through countryside. And so if people want to see that stuff, let me know in chat, right? Or let me know on Twitter at least.
It has ended 1-0 to Burnley. Absolutely fantastic result. I'm trying to think who J. Rodriguez looks like there. He looks very, very similar to maybe Drew McIntyre, Dre's era there, because that's a well-deserved win. That was 3 points. Should have been 2-0, could have been 3-0. Really, Watford were absolutely atrocious. They were awful.
Yeah, it's full-time at St Mary's as well.
Oh, it's full-time at St Mary's as well, is it? Fantastic.
I'm guessing that the City game is not going to be on pick either, and I'm having to use the Now TV app on my phone, and it will be like a minute behind everyone else in chat, so that everyone else can celebrate when Sterling scores his hat trick, and I'll be a minute behind. That's fine.
Yeah, what do you think of the team use quickly? Sterling, no Jesus.
Yes, Sterling up front, boys. Do you reckon he'll play up front? I think he will.
Yeah, but it's not his best position. I don't want to jinx it, but it's not really his favourite position.
I know. So. Well, let's see. Obviously, Aguero's going to be out now for the foreseeable, and Jesus not starting. Yeah, Gee Whiz is be a bit disappointed about that.
Gee Whiz has got him. What, in his free hit, his bench boost?
No, hang on. No, didn't Gee Whiz have Jesus, or did he get rid of him?
I thought he only had him in his free hit.
Oh, he had him in his free hit, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think it was. Okay. So I don't think he had him in his main team. So that would be well.
You've had an amazing game week, Steve-O. You've got to be loving this game week, really.
I don't want to jinx myself, to be honest with you, Jason. I don't want
over 100. It's going to be over 100 points. I'm guaranteed De Bruyne is going to do something with Chelsea, and yeah, I think you can't have any complaints, really. It's gone everything. I mean, the only other thing you could have done is Captain Martial, but you were never going to do that over Salah anyway. So
I was disappointed with the bonus points that he didn't get any.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just reminded me of Virtual FPL. I said it at the start of the show.
Well, he did lose the ball quite a bit if you watch the game, and he he was dispossessed, and he probably got a lot of minuses for wasting possession and stuff like that. So. And shots off target as well. He had quite a few off target, didn't he?
How did he look last night to you?
To be honest, he wasn't that great before the goal. Like, I'm being serious. He wasn't that sharp. I mean, he was making runs, okay, but he was not. He didn't look that composed on the ball. He took a few too many touches when he did get the ball on the edge of the area. But then, all of a sudden, that one through that beautiful dink over the top. And it was just really composed. Like his composure suddenly just returned out of nowhere, and he just turned into the old Mohamed Salah that we all know. So yeah, it was a kind of a weird one really in that respect. He definitely got into the game as the game progressed.
Is he worth an asset, do you think, for people to bring
100%.
in?
100%. I'm so fuming about Mane. Like it's blanked again. Well, no, he didn't blank. Sorry.
He
didn't blank.
Not only did he get
he got a goal. Yes, he got a goal.
And a bonus point as well.
And he got a bonus point. Sorry, he didn't blank. I didn't mean like that. But he blanked last game, and he's been in Salah's shadow this week. I mean, I'm going to obviously stick with him. I can't really do much to kind of. I'm not going to be able to afford to swap him out anyway, and I think it's a pointless move at this stage of the season. I've already done my moves anyway. Did you know about those moves? Yeah, I think I told you yesterday.
Martial and whoever.
Jimenez.
Who? Sorry? Martial and who?
Didn't I not tell you? I did.
No, you did tell me. I've just forgotten. It was Martial and...
Jimenez.
Oh, Jimenez, that's right. Yeah, because I remember listening and I was just like, they're really good moves. Really good moves. But are you worried about the Cash Mini League in the sense of like, it's almost like you're playing catch up now? Because the majority already have Martial.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jimenez. The way... Yeah. No, I know. I'm only joking. I got Jimenez in on the 22nd, but no, I got Holgate in for Lundstrom. So I did Martial in.
Yeah.
Martial in for Grealish, Holgate in for Lundstrom. I mean, it just sets me up a little bit better now for the foreseeable. So I mean, I'm as happy as I can be with my team. To be honest with you, it's a lot of the safe picks really in my team now. Yeah,
and as I've forgotten his name. Don't forget. Don't go anywhere. City-Chelsea reaction next. And make sure you get a thumbnail for that, Jace. For that specific game.
I'm so behind on the thumbnails at the moment. It's ridiculous. Redonkulous. I'll try and do that now.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Well, I'm going now anyway, so I'll be listening in anyway.
Do the admin. I'll see you later.
Yep. There we are. And on that note, thanks everybody for watching this particular stream. Burnley versus Watford, which ended 1-0 to Burnley. And Paulie's game, Southampton versus Arsenal, ending 2-0. Southampton getting a player sent off, but that really did have no effect on the game whatsoever. It really did sound like it was going to end 1 or 2-0 anyway. Other than that, it's the usual story. If you did like the video, just simply hit the like button. And if you are completely brand new around here, you know what to do. Just simply hit the subscribe button and make sure you stay tuned now for Jason, who will be going live in the next 10 minutes or so, covering Chelsea versus Man City. Other than that, cheers, Paulie.
You're welcome. See you later.
See you later, Paulie. And on that note, take it easy, guys. And, well, just a bit of news. I won't be seeing any of you for about 2 weeks now because I cannot stream at all. So it'll be Jason doing all the work. And he'll probably be getting a lot of guests on from the Discord. So I will not be streaming for a minimum of about 2 weeks. So this is the last you'll see of me. And on that note, I will see you when I see you. So take it easy, guys, and enjoy the rest of tonight's shows.